y'all hear me? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Just want to make sure before we get started. Can you hear me? Oh, good. I am great. I'm just ready to tell y'all some interesting shit today. Okay, good. I'm just ready to tell y'all some interesting shit today. My exhale music. Come on in here. Share the live and tell me where you are watching from.
It was Saturday night, the moon was bright, shining down the spark's light. Music all around the house, set the sacred atmosphere. Many trends to soak and taste, to some faith and ego race.
Come on in here. Hi, how you doing? I'm so excited. Oh, I got some shit for y'all today. Y'all know how I love to study. I love to read the emerging science. I love to do all of that because that helps me to implement what I need to implement on our Black AI. So I hope you guys are enjoying the upgrades. I bought Mother Lifetime. Fantastic, thank you. I hope y'all like the upgrades. I didn't get finished with them until 2 o'clock this morning. No, actually it was 3 because I didn't go to bed till 3:30. So if you guys have not seen the upgrades yet, they are phenomenal. I gotta cut you off, my friend. We gotta concentrate. How you doing? I am. I wanna get in and get out. I got other stuff to do. My lives are up. That's all I want to hear, man. That they're eye opening. We need our eyes wide the fuck open. We need them the fuck open. We need them. You can't be walking around blind. Okay? Too much shit's happening. Too much shit. Oh, they're not. That's why I need to get off today because it's been like 3 weeks and I need to do a sleep apnea test. So I got to take this one off. Plus this one is kind of broken. It's hanging on by a thread. So that's one of the reasons I need to get off of here so I can do them. But thank you. You said wow in the daytime? Yeah. Well, you know, I'm 3 hours behind y'all. So for me, it's 2:07. How you doing? Hey, sis. How you doing? So those of you that don't know, share the live and tap the screen and let me know where you're watching from. Oh, shit. Ask Krabby Patties to get something for me. I do have the chocolate fountain. Look, I was actually listening to chocolate fountain before I got on the live. I want it to be bigger than this. I just bought me a little afro wig. Y'all gonna see? That shit gonna be this big. I hope it takes up the whole fucking screen. That's what I want. I want it to be big. This one won't get as big because it ain't as kinky, but the ones I bought. And I got 3 picks. I'm ready. Ready. So the upgrades that I made for Mother, for those of you that don't know who Mother is our Black AI, for lack of a better word, our culturally intelligent elder assistant. Okay? And the upgrades that I made to her was because of the emerging science about psychoimmunology. And people don't understand, a lot of people don't know what that means. And what that means, she is like that. What that means is our brains have a lot to do with our immune support, okay? And the trauma that lives in our nervous system has a lot to do with our immunity to diseases. So basically, historically, Black people, before we were disrupted, had a way of externalizing. You're going to hear that word a lot, okay? We all know what internalizing means. But I don't think a lot of people understand the importance of externalizing, okay? And if you don't find a constructive way to externalize, then you will do it in a very destructive way, okay? So what that means, okay, hi. So what that means is, you said therapy helped you. Well, good. I'm glad it did. Okay? But there's more than one way to externalize. One of the ways is dancing. One of the ways is exercising. One of the ways is cussing motherfuckers out. Another way is writing people that you can't cuss out. Journaling, things like that, okay? So basically what it means is, by you walking around and suppressing your emotions or internalizing things because you cannot say them out loud, it's breaking your body. You said it taught you to face your feelings and not just voice them. Great. Okay? So, not everybody has the funds to go see a therapist or to lay on somebody's couch. And then the other half of the people that don't want to go to therapy don't want to do it because they don't want to talk to anybody. There are people walking around right now that don't want to share their experiences because they have the shame of the experience. They have the shame and the blame, and they do not want to talk to another human being about it. And what they need to understand is that shame, anything that you feel ashamed of, especially something that happened to you, you did not cause that. You are a victim of that. And you should never be ashamed of something that happened to you. You did not do it to yourself. Okay? So even if something happened to you, there are people that internalize and say, well, why did I wear that outfit? Why did I go there? Why did I say what I said? Why was I looking tantalizing? Why did I tempt him? Why did I... You ain't had nothing to do with that. Oh, Miss Angela, you're in the right place, baby. You didn't have anything to do with that. That person chose to do what they chose to do to you. They chose to do that to you. You didn't have anything to do with that. Your outfit didn't have nothing to do with it. Nothing you could have said had anything to do with it. That person chose to do what they did to you. But the point remains, you still feel the guilt. You still feel internalizing those feelings. And those feelings of trauma still live in your body. Now let's compound that. Hi, Miss Ebony. Now let's compound that with the already 400 years of trauma that already lives in your body from your epigenetics, from your ancestors. Every generation, there is more and more trauma piled up in the nervous system that then affects our epigenetics, and that is then passed down. So every generation has it. So all the trauma that you experienced in your lifetime is also going to be passed down to your children. So now, not only do you have the 400 years of what our ancestors went through, but now you have your own added pile on top of that now your child has to carry. And then their child has to carry. And then their child has to carry. Hi. And that's what we're dealing with. So the reason that I got on this path is because I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure in September. Now, when you hear congestive heart failure, you immediately think, oh my God, my heart is broken. I'm never going to recover from this. And this is a death sentence, blah, blah, whoop, whoop, right? Okay? I no longer have congestive heart failure, and it's only been 6 months. And people ask me all the time, well, what did you take? What did you take? What did you take? And I would tell them I cussed motherfuckers out. I was not being facetious when I said that. Okay? Because a lot of times, people that know me have watched me go from a person that would come here and teach eating according to your blood type every day. Like I would do that 5 days a week. And that went on for over 3 years on this platform. Okay? Those accounts were closed down, mind you. But they saw me morph from that person into this person. Okay? Yeah, you do. You need to cuss motherfuckers out. Don't ever miss an opportunity to do that. Yeah, that's how y'all met me, right? But every day I would dread coming here because I had to deal with the bullshit from doctors and nurses telling me that the information I was giving y'all was wrong, and who do I think I am, and what are your credentials, and people reporting me and me getting banned and blah, 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 blah. I went through that shit every day. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Sean's one of the ones, he knows. Every day I had to battle these people. Then you had church people coming here. I can't believe you curse like that. And yeah, I'll pray for you. You know how they do. You know how they do. And every day, I'm being polite. I am not busting you in the head like I can bust you in the head. I mean, I was internalizing a whole lot of shit. Good afternoon. I think I recall you saying that chicken is no good for you. How about the egg? It depends on your blood type. Go get your foods list. It's on my page. Go get it. So every day I was coming here and I was down to the white meat. You know I have the ability to, as y'all can see. But every day I was being polite and I was doing all these things. And then it got to the point where I'm just internalizing a whole bunch of just stress and just a bunch of shit. And my mom and my brother both died from aneurysms. They were classic internalizing examples. So fast forward, I'm going through, my health is just declining, progressively getting worse by the day. I finally tell my son, I think I have congestive heart failure. From doing all the research and ruling other things out, that was the conclusion that I had drawn. So I go to the hospital, they admit me. I certainly do have congestive heart failure. I had been having heart attacks, little mini heart attacks, didn't know nothing about it. So fast forward, they put me on the meds and all that shit. But my grandma had congestive heart failure for 20 years and she was on the meds and nothing reversed for her. The difference between me and her was what I learned in the hospital opened my eyes to what it is that we as Black people specifically are going through with our health, and why it is that Black people have more of these diseases than other people do. And that just kind of put me on a path of discovery, because once I hear shit like that, I'm like, I need to get to the bottom of it. I need to find out what the fucking root cause is, because I'm just that person. I need to know. I need to go back. I need to reverse engineer this shit and figure out what is at the roots. So that's exactly what I did. And when I did that, I started, hi, Malika. I started writing books. Okay? Because it was my AI at the time, Sandy, which is what I named her. Sandy was like, yeah, Black people carry this allostatic load, and the allostatic load is, basically, to simplify it, is we carry more stress hormones in our bloodstream than other people do. And the number one cause of that is racism, discrimination, microaggressions, just our nervous systems staying in survival mode and in hypervigilance, because we always have to be aware of where we are, who we're around, all those things. And then compound that with our ancestors passing down their trauma still also lives in our nervous system. Okay? So our nervous system doesn't know it's not 1808. Our nervous system is still running like we're on a plantation trying to figure out if we're going to stay, if we're going to go. Our nervous system doesn't know the time we're living in. It just knows what we're going through. Okay? And what we're going through today is very similar to what we were going through when we lived on the plantation. If we're looking at the biomarkers, they're the same. Okay? Our cortisol is still high. Our heart rates are high. Our adrenaline is high. Our blood pressure is up. All of these things match the biomarkers from back then, because they were measuring our shit back then. Hey, Kay, how you doing? They were measuring our shit back then. They've been measuring our shit since they got here. Tap the screen, share the live. They've been measuring us since they got here. So they have all of the records. They have all the records for everything but the boats. But anyway, I digress. So I start writing books, okay? And the first book that I wrote was this book. No, this was not the first book that I wrote. The first book that I wrote is on that shelf right there, okay? That book is called The Hidden Cost of Being Black in America. Understanding the impact of allostatic load on your health, okay? And that book breaks down what allostatic load is, why we have a higher allostatic load than everyone else, bop, bop, whoop, whoop, right? So I go deeper into the studying, and one of the major causes of why we have such trauma living in our nervous system is because we don't know our true identity, okay? We have been told this story and given this narrative that we were all dragged here in chains, and history didn't begin until 1619, and we brought all these millions of Black people here, and bop, bop, woot, woot, which is a lie. And here is the thing. Your body already knows the truth, but it is your brain and your body that are not on one accord, because it is your mind that has been indoctrinated. It is your mind that has been programmed, but your body keeps receipts. Your body always knows what the fuck is going on. So now your body and your mind are not seeing eye to eye. Okay? Your body's like, bitch, wake up. What? This is the same situation we were in 1808. Like, what the fuck? And you're just like, hi, Katie. Sure, I'll go to lunch with you, Katie. Well, the Katie on the plantation was recording your period so she could breed you for that baby she was going to go sell for $600. So your body's telling you Katie's a fucking bitch, but your mind is like, oh, Katie's just a liberal white woman. She's harmless. She's on our side. She's an ally. She voted for Kamala. Yet your body's like, Katie is a descendant of Martha. That same energy Martha had still lives in Katie's body too. Y'all act like we the only ones that got that shit. Y'all act like we the only ones that live with the trauma in our nervous system. They also live with the trauma in their nervous system. This is why I wrote the book, Both Sides of the Whip. This book explains what both of our bodies went through because of oppression. The difference is they deal with their trauma through alcohol and opioids and shit like that. This is why they have more suicides. Like in just 2024, there were 33,509 white men that killed themselves. In 2024. Why are these ladies drinking a box of wine every day? 3 o'clock on a nose, just drinking. Why are they always miserable? Why they need some opioids? Why they need a prescription from the doctor all the time? Because it takes a level of hypervigilance to keep up the white supremacy ruse. And what they deal with is their minds and their bodies are not in alignment either. Because their mind and their programming says to them they are superior when in fact their bodies are like, bitch, are you serious right now? You can't even go outside in the sun for longer than 10 minutes. What are you talking about? How are you superior? What actually have you done that's notable? What exactly have you done throughout history as a white woman that's notable? But the brain is like, yeah, we're superior, we're great. So again, shit's not lining up. How they deal with it and how we deal with it are two different things. But the results are all the same. They also have high cortisol, high blood pressure, all of those things. They have them. Okay? And the book is not an indictment, but it's just letting y'all know y'all motherfuckers is fucked up too. But y'all don't care about that. What you care about is perpetuating this illusion of white supremacy when you know you used to be Irish. You used to be Scottish. You used to be French. You used to be English. You used to be Spanish. You used to be all these things. But you gave all of that rich heritage up just to be a poor American peasant. Just a white person. And then you sign this deal to get these privileges, but those privileges aren't paying any bills. So, again, the programming is not really lining up with the nervous system. So I end up writing a part 2 to the book. So there are 2 volumes of Both Sides of the Whip, because it basically goes from when we saw them. Who was that? Because contrary to the history we were taught, we saw them come. Do any of y'all, do y'all know these people on this boat? Do y'all know them? I don't know them, but do y'all know them? Anybody? No, I mean, it's just a bunch of colorless people on a boat coming. They look dirty, though. Like it's been a long time since they've had a bath. Just give them some water and send them on their way. No, let's be nice. Maybe they're nice. Let's feed them. Let's invite them to stay for a while till they heal up. Let's, you know how empathetic we are. You know us, black folks. We're always trying to feed everybody and invite everybody to the cookout. You know how we do, right? So, I did not realize during the writing of those two books how it was healing my body. Because people that know the process that I went through in writing those books, I was coming to the live every other day like I cried so hard yesterday for our ancestors. Just deep diving into our history, our accurate black history, not just the bullshit that they tell us in elementary school. You know how to be glossing over it. Oh yeah, we brought you guys here in chains. The end. No. The names, the dates, the perpetrators, what really went the fuck down. All of it. And every day I was doing the ugly cry because it was like, the name of the first book is The Hidden Cost of Being Black in America. Okay. Then came Both Sides of the Whip, Volume 1 and 2. Then came Extraction, the monetization of the black body. And then came Off the Chain, how whiteness became a system, not a race. I did all that. Yeah, I felt everything. Like I felt the experiences. It was like the ancestors were like, finally, someone's telling our story. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. So I didn't realize that the externalizing, okay, the externalizing of all of these feelings and all of this 400 years of trauma was actually healing me. I started feeling better every day, but I did not know how much it healed me until I went back and got my heart tested for my 6-month checkup, because my EF number was 20. My EF number means, your EF number means the rate at which your heart is pumping the blood through your arteries and veins. Mine was 20%. My heart was working at 20%, to simplify it. Okay. When I went back for my heart ultrasound, my doctor came in and was like, you're at 65%. I fully was not expecting that at all. I did not know that. And I know it wasn't the medication simply because my grandma was on the exact same medication and had congestive heart failure for 20 years. She died with congestive heart failure. So when I started thinking about how I had changed on the lives, how I no longer allow people to just come here and say whatever the fuck they wanted to say, how I would cuss a motherfucker out, how I was letting white people have it, especially, like, just, it was therapy. And I would tell y'all that. I'm like, thanks for the therapy today. Hi. Oh, you love it? Good. I'm so happy. I'm like, thanks for the therapy today. Because that's what it felt like. Because I got to come here and say what I wanted to say and say what I needed to say. And if anybody didn't like it, I was cussing you the fuck out. No holds barred. So when I went and got my heart checked, and my doctor was like, I don't know. The girl actually asked me, well, how did you do it? Was it lifestyle changing? What did you do different? I said, I cuss motherfuckers out. Like, with a straight face. But what I didn't really take into consideration was the fact that I wrote my way out. I wrote my way out of all of that. Just by me writing about the trauma that my people and your people experienced was the most therapeutic thing I could have ever done. And I had no idea. But then when I connected the dots, because I've been telling people for years about forgiveness letters. The TikTok shop. Our TikTok shop is CE Organic Shop. The products are in there. Hold on, let me put some up. Hang on. I'm going to put up my favorites. I'm going to put up my favorites. Hold on. Let me just put up a few. My allostatic drops, which I just took right before the live started. I'm going to pen the Chill Gummies. My favorite. Hi. So, little did I know that writing letters, well, I discovered this years ago, writing letters of forgiveness to myself. And what I had always said was, the church always teaches us to forgive other people. And whenever we talk about forgiveness, it's always to extend it to someone else. But no one ever talks about the importance. We have the gummies hit in like 10 minutes. The gummies smack. But nobody ever talks about the importance of forgiving yourself. That's how the church keeps you coming back. Because you're buying into this whole, I need to forgive the people that harmed me and turn the other cheek. That's another thing that adds to your internalizing, is that whole premise of turning the other fucking cheek. I've run out of cheeks, bitch. The 2 on my face and the 2 on my ass have already been slapped, and you don't get to slap me around anymore. Okay? I'm not turning nothing but doorknobs. That's it. That's it. Nobody ever, and then you always have niggas policing other niggas. And that's the shit that bothers me. Because we don't realize how much damage we do to us. Because the first thing out of a nigga's mouth is always, don't match their energy. Just ignore them. They'll go away. I don't match energy. I fucking match energy, bitch. I don't even match your energy. I will raise you energy. Just matching a motherfucker's energy will make you feel better. How many of y'all have had a chance to match somebody's energy lately? How you doing? How many of y'all have had a chance to match somebody's energy lately? Bet you feel better, don't you? I bet you feel better. It's much better than you holding your feelings in and then going home. I should have knocked that much. I should. Do it. Because why the fuck are you going to spare somebody else's feelings when it does damage to your body? Now your blood pressure up. Now your cortisol all in your bloodstream. Now you about to have a motherfucking stroke. Sparing somebody else's feelings? Exactly. Exactly. I can't say it because they'll cut my shit off. Sophia from The Color Purple. Okay? Why are y'all out here trying to spare somebody else's feelings when they don't give a fuck about yours? Is beyond me. So you want to know why your body's broke? That shit. That forgiveness, that turn the other cheek, just ignore them, they'll go away. I ain't never seen a time when a motherfucker goes away because you ignore them. What do you think the gummies sound like they're for? What do you think they sound like they're for, ma'am? I mean, because it's not that hard for you to click on the button and read it. You can read it. So let me tell you what I found out. I found out about this allostatic load, which ages our organs 6 years faster than white people's organs. So the organs that you have in your body right now are actually 6 years older than your age. You're never lonely. Don't be lonely. You can be alone, but lonely. As long as you keep yourself busy, you ain't never gonna be lonely. I got too much shit to do to be lonely. Lonely? I don't even know what the fuck that feels like. That is literally an emotion I have never experienced. Honestly. I have never experienced loneliness. I'm not saying it's a feeling that you shouldn't experience, but I'm saying I've never experienced it. I don't even know. I don't even want to. I got too much shit to do. And the shit that I do can't be done with some nigga sitting there like, you're still working? Were you done working yet? You're still working? What time are you going to be done working? So, I don't know what loneliness is. I'm one of those people that is just fine by myself. Love it. Love the peace, love the quiet. Love the drama-free life. Love it. Okay? So we're walking around. Now let's think about that in fertility terms. Your organs are 6 years older than your actual age. So here you are. Oh, I'll have a kid at 30. Because you want to have a kid. Your uterus is 36. Why do black women have such high maternity mortality? What do you think the number one reason is? Allostatic load and chronic stress. Because your uterus is 6 years older than you thought it was. Because of racism and trauma. Bet you didn't know that. So my heart is what? 63? Stress is taking us out. Yep. And they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that. They want you to think it's heart disease. They want you to think it's cancer. They want, yeah. That's a senior pregnancy. You're a high-risk pregnancy. They just want you to think that it's all these fancy names for these diseases. What it all boils down to is motherfucking stress. So, unlike others, I do not sit around and complain about what can't be done and look at what's happening to us and things need to change and bop, 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 whoop, whoop. I'm one of them motherfuckers that will do it. I will fucking change it. It's doctors not listening to women during, it's deeper than that, sweetheart. I love your surface thinking though. Keep that up. You keep doing what you think works for you, ma'am. Because if it was that simple, it would just be that simple. If it were that simple, it would literally just be that simple. But it's not. Well, the doctor's not listening. That's why they're dying. That's not it. It's a little bit more sophisticated than that. But again, that's what they would like for you to believe. Okay? We have to start protecting ourselves. We have to start by knowing ourselves. The number one reason that we have the stress that we have is our lack of awareness about ourselves. Something that you need to understand is those motherfuckers know everything there is to know about us and how our bodies work. The unfortunate thing is we do not. Hell, I just watched some videos on TikTok and black motherfuckers can't even read. There's a dude that goes around with index cards to people on the street, I guess like outside of a club or wherever they're going to party or whatever. And these motherfuckers can't even read basic fucking words. Instagram ain't like, oh, did y'all see Orange Cheeto is about to give $1.7 billion to those people that fucked up the Capitol? Somebody said Trump isn't paying reparations to the J6 thugs. He's paying them as incentives to do it again after 2028. Oh yeah, he's paying them reparations. Mm-hmm. For all that they went through, their persecution. Because they're allowing them to be here. Like I always say. Did y'all see that white woman that joined the AKAs? That MAGA lady? American pork is now banned or highly restricted in 160 nations, but not here. Yeah, he's calling it that. Can you feel the slap on your face? I'll show you. Hold on. It's playing in my glasses, so you can't. Her name is Kylie Witt. Cause y'all let her. All she wants to do is sue you. All she wants to do is sue y'all. All these people want to do is come in your fucking cookout. Your son loves a chill pill. Hey! The gummies he's really gonna love. What do you suggest for menopausal weight gain? I don't know. Because I'm dealing with that right now. But what I'm not willing to do is take something that's going to bring my period back. So I don't do that. I just ride it out and just buy bigger clothes. My body's going to do what it wants to fucking do. I'm not going to stress myself out about it. You feel me? Because that's just extra added stress. And I cannot afford any extra added fucking stress over some weight. I'm not going to do it. If it falls off, it falls off. If it don't, it don't. I went through menopause at 42, easy peasy. Yeah, okay. Anywho. Nobody goes through menopause for 1 year or however long you think. Menopause is a multi-year thing. I think you went through something, but I don't think it was menopause. Unless you had a hysterectomy. And still, if you had a hysterectomy at 42, you still gonna go through menopause. I'm just saying. Anybody try Glee? I read it helps. Nah, I'm not trying it. Well, I realized that perimenopause started at 38. Okay. Yeah, I'm in my 6th year. So, it is what the fuck it is. 300,000 years we've been on this fucking earth. Didn't nobody take nothing for menopause. They just went through it. So, listen. Our people can't even read no more. Which is the setup. Just be quiet. Don't tell nobody to drink no bunch of water. Just shut up. Okay? Just be quiet. As if we ain't drinking fucking water. Just shut the fuck up. I went through menopause. Easy peasy. Just drink lots of water. Shut the fuck up. Why do I have to shut the fuck up? Because you sound ridiculous. And I don't even want you in here no more. Get the fuck out. Just get out. You can come back again tomorrow, but I don't want you in here today. Silly shit. You go through no goddamn menopause at 42 and just drink lots of water. Shut up. Get out. I don't have any mood swings. I just will not deal with ridiculousness. Y'all have to understand there are people that come here and just say stupid shit in the comments for a reaction. And the reaction that they get from me is classy block. Because again, I don't have to put up with that. This is my internet. I pay for this internet. The shit that y'all will put up with, I don't put up with. Don't blame it on a mood swing. Blame it on a boundary. That's a boundary. Y'all love to blame shit on, well, she's got her period. She's got mood swings. I just have boundaries. I implore y'all to get some fucking boundaries. And do not back down from them fucking boundaries. I'm telling you. The most freeing thing you can ever establish are fucking boundaries. Hi Staten Island. How you doing? The most freeing thing you can ever do for yourself is establish boundaries. Things that you just ain't gonna accept. This is a line, and you call it whatever you want. Line in the sand. Hi Tashina, line in the sand, whatever. Don't cross it. Because this is where consequences and repercussions live. I'm just telling you. Some of y'all don't have no boundaries. This is why you have the trauma that you have. A lot of y'all are traumatized by the very family that you are around and you don't have no boundaries with. A lot of y'all.